Hi everyone, welcome back to Prolangco and this week's episode of Amelia's Thoughts on Thursday. Have you ever been writing an email or a text message, got to the end of a sentence and realised you need to finish the sentence with some kind of punctuation mark? Most obvious choice is a full stop or a period for all you American English speakers. But a full stop can seem so abrupt and assumptive. At this point we panic, delete the full stop in fear of eternal judgment and try to find some kind of alternative. Maybe an exclamation mark, make it look like a joke. Or perhaps a ... and the reader can interpret what they will. Maybe I'll rearrange the words and add a question mark and make it seem like it's meant to be a question. Or maybe I'll just forget about punctuation completely and end it with a smiley face. We are all terrified of full stops. Among emojis and emails ridden with exclamation marks, there are a lot of commas floating around at the moment. A comma connecting two unrelated clauses that should be separated by a full stop or a semicolon is known as a comma splice or a weak comma. They're just another way of not having to face up to the unforgiving assertion of a full stop. And can you really blame us for being worried about full stops? It's quite common to actually hear people saying the word full stop or period at the end of a sentence to demonstrate some kind of authority or assertion. I've definitely heard things like, "I'm not coming this weekend, period." And I used to have a primary school teacher that would often say, "If you haven't finished your work, you can't go out to play. Full stop." A full stop can be reiterated in this way to imply that this word is final, no questions asked. So it's no wonder we might be worried about how this might come across in a text message or an email with someone we're friendly with. Written text is traditionally more formal than conversation. Speech in person requires no punctuation because you can normally tell what I mean from the context and my intonation. Speech face to face also normally doesn't include long pauses or breaks, as a full stop would actually imply. This makes it complicated and awkward then when we try to mirror everyday conversation in written form as we've been doing with email and social networks. I would even argue that the internet is therefore forcing us to warp and push some of our social boundaries with people in a way that we're not always comfortable with. So when conversation and writing collide, as they have done with Facebook, email and WhatsApp, we need to find another way to sound conversational and friendly without the benefit of gestures, facial expressions and rising and lowering inflections. ... exclamation mark, comma splice, question mark doesn't really end a question, are all full stop avoidance techniques as a way of ending your sentence in a way that is more open to interpretation. Although I'm not too precious about punctuation and grammar in an informal place, I do think the trusty full stop serves a good purpose and we shouldn't shy away from it too much. That's what I think anyway. Feel free to agree or disagree with me in the comments and I'll see you next time. Free the full stop. Bye!